Well, good morning.
Good morning.
It's Wednesday.
Welcome to our Wednesday webinar. It's sunshiny outside for February 28th. We are here, Julie Grimmitz, Glenda Robichaux, feeling a little giddy. Glad you could join us.
Yes, thank you. And it's going to be warm today.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's 31 degrees already.
I know that might not seem warm wherever you are that you're listening, but February in Minnesota, we celebrate 31.
Yes, we get really excited about it. So today's agenda, we are just going to touch on today's last day of February to participate in a few promotions going on. And then our main topic today is about diffusing oils, diffusing for a better you. And then we will go over some upcoming corporate events, the wellness summits and regional product trainings, and close with our local upcoming events.
So in February, you still have one more day.
Woo!
Today is the last day to get this amazing body butter for 10% off. It really does make a tremendous gift. So I actually purchased about 5 of them ahead of time, or this month, I should say, so I could have them around for gifts, little housewarming gifts. What a great housewarming gift this would be, right?
Mm.
So yeah, makes a great gift if you're interested in popping in one last order. It's a really great idea. Wild orange, Douglas fir, frankincense, and it leaves your skin so silky soft.
Mm-hmm. And then if you're not signed up with a wholesale account yet with doTERRA and you're interested in it, or you have a friend or family member that is interested, today is the last day to take part in the New Year, New You promotion, which is amazing to start with. So you would start with an enrollment order today of 100 PV or more, which is about $100. And then do an order next month for 100, and you get 100 free. So that's an amazing gift. So if you're interested in taking part of that and you need some help, reach out to whoever introduced you to doTERRA so they can help get you started.
So today's topic, we are going to be talking about diffusers. So excited about this topic. Diffusers are a great way to integrate oils into your world on a daily basis. We'll be covering why diffusing is good for you, some great diffuser ideas, how to best choose a diffuser because there are a ton of different options on the market, and then maintenance of your diffuser, and we'll leave you with some tremendous diffuser recipes.
Alrighty, so essential oils are aromatic compounds found in plants, and they work amazing with our body because when we smell them, the scent goes up to our olfactory bulb, which connects to the limbic system and triggers all kinds of awesome stuff. You know, if you walk in somewhere and you smell a familiar scent that reminds you of maybe your childhood or reminds you of a certain person, it's that part in our brain that's triggering all of that just from scent alone. And that's why essential oils are so powerful. And Julie, feel free to add anything.
Yeah, I love here that when the different odors are sensed by the limbic system, it can actually help to stimulate hormones. So here in this picture, it's got lavender is triggering a serotonin production. How great is that, right? All of the different hormones that we struggle with sometimes, we can help get some assistance by inhaling some essential oil, which is pretty great.
I'm busy smelling some right now. Gotta love it. So why would you use essential oils aromatically? They produce a relaxing and calming and uplifting feeling. When you diffuse them, they're helping purify the air And by diffusing them, you're also kind of helping manage your mood and possibly anyone else that is around you that is also being having the opportunity to breathe in the oils that are being diffused.
I will have to say, as a parent, this is one of my tremendous tricks. I have found myself on multiple occasions. I keep Citrus Bliss with me in the car, and if the kids are at each other's throats in the back seat, I will pop a drop on a cotton ball or just put it on my hands and put it in front of the vents. And it really does shift their mood pretty quickly in the back seat, which is great. Sometimes I'll put it on if my kids are now teenagers, so there's a little hormonal stuff going on. So I'll pop it in a diffuser if I feel some stress or anxiety when they come home from school. So peace or serenity, and it can really help to shift the mood. I don't know, Glenda, what do you like to put on in for your classes that you teach?
I love to diffuse the citrus oils, so either Citrus Bliss or wild orange, or putting wild orange and frankincense together. Most people really enjoy citrus scents, and they're just so bright and uplifting when you diffuse them. So those are kind of my go-tos.
That's great. Yeah, and one of the biggest things that I've been diffusing lately in this massive cold and flu season that we seem to have upon us is On Guard. It has a tremendous scent to it. The aroma is fantastic, and you cannot beat the protection that it offers when you diffuse On Guard.
I actually just last night put On Guard and Breathe together in a diffuser, and I've heard people, mention that combo before, and I was like, oh, why would you put those two together? They're both so unique and so beautiful. But they actually work really nice together in the diffuser. So I put that in the diffuser in our bedroom before we went to bed last night, because I've been feeling a little bit of something trying to sneak in, and I thought, nope, it's not going to get me. So, the Breathe really helps open the airways, and then the On Guard is just really helping purify the air and put anything out that might be out there lurking.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've heard that those two with Serenity equal parts. So the three of those blends together in a diffuser can really help if you have or you are a snorer.
I'll be trying that one tonight.
There you go.
Yes.
So throughout history, we've used the aromatic use of essential oils for a number of different things. Again, to uplift the mood, they would utilize these oils to cleanse and purify the air. Oftentimes, they would take them and put oils on their garments and put it over their nose and mouth so they didn't have to deal with the dead bodies as they were dealing with that as well. Do you have other historic uses, Glenda?
Well, I think they go back a long ways, being used in a lot of rituals too in different cultures and ceremonies. King Tut was buried with frankincense. There's lots of mentions in the Bible of oils. So they're definitely something that have been around, since the dawn of time. It's not a new trend. A new age trend.
It's an old age trend.
We're a little crazy this morning. I love it. So purifying the air. When you diffuse them, they break up into little tiny molecules and get into the air. And some that would be great for helping purify the air are arborvitae, eucalyptus, juniper berry, melaleuca, thyme, wild orange, like we mentioned, On Guard, lemon.
Purify is a good one.
Oh yeah, lemongrass.
Ooh, I'm going to say, I love to diffuse lemongrass. I love to diffuse it for the scent. I love to diffuse it while I'm cleaning. It has this cleansing aroma to it, but emotionally, and we're going to talk about moods on the next page, but emotionally, I feel like it helps me get into a mental state that I want to clean.
Yes. Yeah, that one has an amazing emotional component. So let's just skip ahead to managing our moods. Which has kind of been our topic for February. We've been talking a lot about emotions and how to kind of help manage your emotions, manage your mood with essential oils. And lemongrass is not on this slide, but I've got my emotion book handy. Because lemongrass is really, it's a great one to help cleanse the air of negativity. And it is the oil of cleansing. So I'm just going to read this real quick. Lemongrass is a powerful cleanser of energy. It dispels feelings of despondency, despair, and lethargy. Lemongrass assists individuals in entering a healing mode or cleansing state. There you go. Moves you into a cleansing state to clean the house. Mm-hmm. In this state, one easily lets go of old, limiting beliefs, toxic energies, and negativity. Lemongrass teaches individuals to move forward without hesitation. It asks them to commit to a healing path where change is a regular occurrence.
I do love my lemongrass.
Yeah, it's just really powerful. Also, too, if you're cleaning and you're trying to like sort through clothes and kind of help get rid of things that no longer serve you, it's a great one to diffuse from that aspect as well. To kind of help you let go of what you don't really need anymore. So, little side note on lemongrass there.
That sweater that has 3 holes in it.
Yeah.
But I love it. So some other fun things to diffuse. I've really enjoyed lately patchouli and wild orange. So those two together are a fun combination that can be used kind of to uplift and ground you at the same time. So, and we have a bunch of other blends and such coming up, but yeah, the book Emotional Aromatherapy by Daniel McDonald, or Enlighten Healing. Is that the name of the company now?
Yep.
Enlighten Healing. It's got some great information in it. So if you are curious as to why you're feeling drawn to an oil, that can be a great reference guide, and you can get it either off of Amazon. I'm sure you can find it at Aroma Tools or Oil Life. They even have a Kindle version, which I love because then I have it with me at all times.
Ooh. I think I might have to get that.
It's pretty awesome.
So let's talk diffusers, because when you're diffusing oils, let's just be real, the diffuser is very important. Important key piece. So doTERRA has 4 diffusers that they offer that are all in this picture here. The petal diffuser is this one with the little lavender bottom. That's one of my favorites. It will run for either 2 hours or 4 hours. And actually, I should back up. When you're looking for a diffuser, you really want something that is ultrasonic and that will mist, because the ultrasonic portion of it helps break it up, and it usually takes a little bit of water and helps disperse it into the air. You would not necessarily want to use like one of those oil diffusers where you put a candle in the bottom and then the oil sits on top in a little dish, because what's going to happen with the oil is that at a certain temperature, you're going to lose the therapeutic benefits of the oil diffusing it that way. So it might smell nice and it might work, but you're not really getting the best from the oils by using them that way. So you want to make sure you have an ultrasonic diffuser. And there's a ton of them on the market, but I really like some that doTERRA has. And I think, Julie, you like the Lumo diffuser, don't you?
I love the Lumo diffuser. It's so pretty. It's so functional.
How long does that one diffuse for?
That one, you can have it set at either 2, 5, or 10 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep, and it's got this ability for rotating lights. So it can either have a nice warm glow of just like your regular white light, or you can turn it on to glow green, blue, red, maybe orange, purple. I say maybe because I'm colorblind, so it could be pink. I don't know. So you can either set it at one solid color, or you can set it to have it just rotate through all of those colors. So it's got a lot of versatility. I love the bamboo base. I love the fact that it goes 10 hours. I'll turn it on in my massage studio at the beginning of the day, and by the time I'm done working, it's done working, and we both go home together. So
I love it.
Great. So yeah, that's my favorite. It is similar to what we got, what was released a couple of years ago, is the Aroma Light. Now the Aroma Light in this picture, it's tucked behind the Lumo. The Aroma Light was designed as a travel diffuser. And I will say the Aroma Light was my favorite before the Lumo came out. I still really like it as a travel diffuser because it is, it's very simple. It's got a lot of capacity. It will go for 8 hours. You can take the cord off of it, and it's just this box. And so it's pretty easy to toss into your suitcase without feeling like you're going to create any issue with the workings of it. I haven't had any issue traveling with it, and I travel with it a lot. So I do like my Aroma Light. What's in the back? The Lotus diffuser is in the back. Yeah. And I will say my personal opinion, out of all of them, that's my least favorite.
Yeah, I think that one, if it's similar to the generation that was before, it runs for an hour.
I think it's 3.
3?
Yep, I think it's 3 hours.
I mean, it's really pretty. It kind of looks like a drop in a way.
It's sleek.
Yes.
It, that little bubble on the very top, there's a light that comes out of it, and the mist comes out of it. So the whole top does not illuminate. It's just a little light. It's a little harder to clean if you wanted to get a rag in there and clean out the inside, because the hole is smaller to get your hand down into. So, and filling it up is not as easy. I don't know. It's not my favorite.
So there you go.
There you go, Julie's
opinions on diffusers. So talking about diffusers, and you kind of mentioned it about cleaning, they are kind of important to, there's a few maintenance tips here that you want to keep in mind. The first one is you don't want to place the diffuser in direct sunlight. Please unplug it before you start cleaning it.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, and they're so easy to clean, at least with the pedal diffuser. That's my favorite. I just put a little bit of vinegar in there and some water and let it sit for like an hour, and then come back and kind of either take like a Q-tip or, you know, something to kind of rub the sides of it and the bottom, and, you know, whatever's kind of collected in there just kind of rinses out, which is really nice. Mm-hmm. I also wanted to mention that when you're diffusing oils, so some of them, they're all very different. And some oils are very, I don't know if dense or heavy is the right word, but they kind of, some of the oils like vetiver, for example, is kind of a heavier type. So when you put that in the diffuser, it tends to kind of stick a little bit. So cleaning after that one is, you know, after you use that, is good, whereas like the citrus oils are a lot lighter, so they don't tend to
leave a residue at all.
Yes, residue. Thank you. I was like, what word am I searching for? But I generally try to clean mine, if I remember, like once a month. Just soak them with some vinegar and water, and then just wipe them out with a paper towel. It doesn't need to be anything you spend, you know, a long time doing, just to kind of give a little bit of love and rinse it out.
Now, Glenda, I don't know if you've recognized this, but in my early days of diffusing, I always used to read that we wanted to use distilled water. And now it seems like all the diffusers that I find are recommending just tap water. Have you found a difference with either or?
Yes and no. Okay, so I have a diffuser that I got when I first started with essential oils, and it's the one I have in my bedroom, and it's not a doTERRA diffuser. And I only use distilled water in that one because the directions, I mean, that's what came with the diffuser.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I use tap water in every other diffuser that I have, and especially the pedal diffuser. And what I do notice sometimes is that if there's still water in there and I turn it back on a few days later, it sometimes will smell a little funky. And I think that's because whatever's in the water is
has settled and...
Yes.
Sure.
So I do notice that from that aspect, but otherwise I don't really notice a difference between the two.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So moving right along, safety.
So when we diffuse essential oils, some of the safety features that we want to make sure that we are aware of is if you have pets, make sure that you have an open door and allow them to leave the room. If they feel like they are overwhelmed, if their central nervous system is overwhelmed by the essential oils, they're going to want to escape. Animals are very, I've lost my word as well. They know what's good for them. And chances are they're not going to sit right up next to a diffuser that's going to have something harmful in it and sit and inhale deeply. On the other hand, if they don't like a smell, they'll leave. Mm-hmm. So making sure of that, making sure that, you know, with babies, infants, newborns, sometimes we want to keep our eucalyptus or our peppermint to a bare minimum, if at all, in diffusing, because it can be pretty strong for their tiny little lungs. Any other safety tips, Glenda, that you can think of for diffusion?
Well, I just got to thinking of, we haven't really addressed how much oil to use in a diffuser.
Oh, good call.
And you really only need a few drops, like 3 to 5. I don't know how many you use, Julie, but you really don't, there's no need to be pouring 10 or 20 drops.
Mm-mm.
That's way too much. You're just really wasting your oils at that point. And maybe I think too, you know, you don't necessarily want to stick your nose right over where the diffuser is diffusing. There's probably some safety issue there, but.
You know, one of the other things, I'm a 5-drop girl. I like my diffuser to put out a nice aromatic aroma. And quite frankly, this is what I have chosen to use instead of scented candles, instead of my plug-ins, instead of room sprays. I pop on a diffuser and it fills my room aromatically. But one of the things to address is certain diffusers will have a different amount of coverage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I believe the pedal diffuser is more like a bedroom size.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they say like 500, 800 square feet. And the Lumo and the Light are more of like 1,000 square feet. So depending upon the size of room that you have, you'll want to pay attention to that too.
Yeah, definitely like a living room versus a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So now to the fun stuff, diffuser blends. So when you're about to turn on the diffuser and pop some oils in there, I invite you to think about what kind of mood you want to create. Do you want to create a relaxing environment? Is it the evening? Are you trying to settle everyone down? Is it the morning? Are you trying to get everyone invigorated and woken up and ready for their day? Or, are you fighting some
a bug.
Bugs? Yes. in the house that you want to make sure that everyone else stays healthy and help the person that might be fighting that bug. Or maybe you're just really trying to get rid of bugs in general, like ants or mice or little pests.
Or mosquitoes. You know, I keep thinking about this. I would love to have one that I don't have to keep plugged in all the time.
Ah.
Bring it outside and hang out on my picnic table.
That would be cool.
That'd be great with a little tear shield in it.
Yes.
Grass, eucalyptus.
So just think about what you're trying to create when you're about to turn on the diffuser. And we have a couple, oh, just kidding, a couple of other ideas, and then we'll get to some diffuser blends that we've got on here for you, some recipes. Other ways to use them aromatically would be to put some essential oil on like a wool dryer ball that you put in the dryer. If you sit at a desk all day and maybe you can't have a diffuser where you work, you could try placing a drop of oil like on a cotton ball and have it sitting by your desk, or tuck it in like the collar of your shirt. I like to, when I change the filter on the furnace, I like to spray it with a little bit of On Guard, so then that gets into my vents too.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I liked this one. Add a few drops of oil on a newspaper and place it at the bottom of a trash can to help with the smell. Another great one. Making room sprays. I love to make some sprays with just distilled water and some essential oil in a little glass spray bottle. And you know, you can have those in the bathroom or in your bedroom when you change the sheets, or putting it on your pillow at night, maybe with some lavender to help you sleep. The ideas are just endless.
They are. You know, one of my favorite things when I very first started was I made my girls a little monster spray and a spider spray. And their bedroom was in the basement. And so, you know, the spiders, we would have some spiders sometimes. And they, for obvious reasons, were a little bit scared at going to bed. Terrible, but you know, they're kids. And so I would spray their pillows with lavender, and it was their spider spray. It was actually their monster spray was the lavender, and the spider spray was peppermint, and I would put it like around the edges of their bed, like on the floor. But the lavender, to keep the monsters away, also helped them to sleep at night. And it was just a really great way to help calm their mind and calm their body at the same time.
Very awesome.
So some fun blends that we have.
Before we get to that, I just wanted to mention when I was putting this together yesterday that doTERRA has an ebook that is kind of like a little essential oils for beginners. And there's some information on diffusing oils in there as well. Moving on. Go ahead, dear.
So, some fun diffuser blends. Get up and go. If your get up and go has got up and went, put in this get up and go blend. We've got black pepper, frankincense, bergamot, and white fir. What an awesome combination.
And if you don't have white fir, you can use Siberian fir in this combo.
Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, I love Siberian. I'm loving Siberian fir more and more.
It's amazing. And how about a little winter tea, since, you know, we're still clinging to winter. This sounds so yummy. Wild orange, cinnamon, cardamom, and clove. Ooh, that would be nice. And that would be a really great one for, you know, if anyone is under the weather in the house because of the cinnamon and the clove. Both of those oils are also in the On Guard blend. So those are really going to help, and along with the wild orange too, help cleanse the air.
Yep. And I'm just going to bring you back to that one real quick. At the top, it has the drops available, but wild orange, it does have 3 drops and only 1 pictured. So if you were grabbing that as a visual, it looks like you'll want 3 drops of wild orange, 2 cinnamon, 1 clove, and 1 cardamom.
Good catch. And
So you
then
can find some other great diffuser blends on aromatools.com, and they've actually got a really awesome book with different diffuser blends in it. It's a little booklet. It does not cost very much money at all. So if you're buying yourself some roller bottles or some spray bottles, toss this book in there, or a couple of them, and share it with a friend. So they've got a bunch of different ones. These were a couple that Glenda had found and pulled out for, it looks like, increasing motivation. Black pepper, frankincense, lime, and orange. That sounds delicious. Calming strong emotions, neroli, lemon, basil. Lifting up your blues, lemon, orange, bergamot, blue tansy, and jasmine. Ooh.
mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say one of the things, so like two of these blends here have like neroli and jasmine. And neroli and jasmine both come in the touch variety. One of the things that I have chosen to do with my touch bottles for diffuser purposes is I've actually taken I've taken the roller bottle top off of my touch bottle, and I've poured it into a little 5 milliliter bottle that I had sitting around. And you can do it with a 5 mil, you could do it with a sample bottle. Make sure you clean out your 5 mil really good so it doesn't have any residue from the previous oil in it. But that's how you would want to get your neroli or your jasmine out, because you certainly would not want to take off the roller bottle top and just attempt to pour a drop or two in without any kind of an orifice reducer.
Excellent point.
So,
yes. Because they're amazing.
mm-hmm.
So we hope that this kind of inspired you to diffuse some oils in your life today, tomorrow, next week. It really can kind of help get you going.
And you can never have too many diffusers.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's a great point. I have one in every room in the house.
Same.
Because then you don't have to be unplugging it, plugging in and plugging it, just put them where you're going to use them, make them accessible. If it helps to just have a little jug of water sitting by it in that room. I know in my bedroom I've got the jug of water right by my dresser, so I don't have to take the diffuser to the bathroom and fill it. And set yourself up so it's easy to use.
Mm-hmm. And, make a ritual, make a routine out of it. When you get up in the morning and you start your coffee, start your diffuser.
Mm-hmm.
When you get ready for bed at night and you're setting up, I always bring a glass of water to bed. I don't always bring it back into the kitchen in the morning. So that's where my water comes into play for the diffuser for the next day. So I fill up my diffuser and then I bring my glass of water to bed. And it really does help to have that routine to get these oils into your life on a daily basis. And that is how, regular use of these essential oils is how you're going to be creating some long-term change in your world. Oh, another thing, as far as like diffusers, one of the things that I've found, and this doesn't really work so much with the diffusers that we showed you, there are a couple of diffusers that that you can just plug the bottle right into. They recently discontinued this one, so I'm kind of kicking myself for even starting this conversation. But they have the Aroma Ace. They had the Aroma Ace. And I really like it because you can just plug it in and turn it on, and then I've got it on a timer so that it clicks on at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and clicks off at like 9 o'clock in the evening. So it's on when my family is home and around in the living areas the most. So that's kind of a way that we get the essential oils into our home on the regular without having to put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
So
diffuse today.
Diffuse today. And share with us your favorite diffuser blends that you found. We love to see that on Facebook. So yeah, share with us. Send us your pics.
Mm-hmm. So then in closing today, this weekend just had our wellness summit here in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it was amazing. It was a beautiful morning talking about, why doTERRA is amazing and how to use the oils. And then the afternoon was some business tips for those of us that are sharing oils with others. And it was really just a great time to see everyone. They are still going on for, I think, into June and July. So I just put the web address here where you can check and see all of the other locations that doTERRA will be bringing a wellness summit to. And I invite you to go on there and see if you've got friends or family in the area and let them know about the event, because it was really nice. It's a really nice way to spend the weekend. And then also, doTERRA is doing a regional product education training. Yeah. So this is just going to be great for anyone that uses essential oils. It's just all product education. And I am planning on going to the one in Chicago if anyone wants to join me, but there's some other places that they'll be going soon, and registration is open for these. So on that same web address here, before you can just delete Wellness Summit, it'll take you to the spot where you can click into these as well on doTERRA.com. So check them out. And then local upcoming events. Oh, whoops. Next week's webinar will not be the same thing.
I think next week's webinar, we are going to be talking about the gut-brain connection.
Yes, that will be awesome. And then I will be having a Essential Oils 101 at my house on Monday night, March 5th. March already. March 5th at 6:30 p.m. And then I am helping do a make and take with some of our emotional blends. There'll be a couple of different blends to choose from to help bring grace and ease into your life. And that will be at McPherson Chiropractic in Northeast Minneapolis at 6:30 p.m. on March 7th. Then we have our monthly business meeting on March 17th. It's generally the second Saturday of the month, but Julie and I will be heading out to Orlando, Florida for the leadership retreat, and we wanted to have our business meeting as soon as we get back because we'll be all fired up and have amazing information to share with you all. And really looking forward to that. As a side note, that Wednesday before the 17th, which would be the 14th or 15th of March, we will not have a Wednesday webinar because Julie and I will be busy learning. And then at Unwind Within, there's an Intro to Oils on March 19th at 7 p.m. and an Aroma Touch workshop, which sounds amazing, on March 31st at Unwind Within.
Oh, and one side note on the business meeting on Saturday, the March 17th one, the location is there. It is a secured building, so you'll have to get in touch with Glenda or I if you are planning on coming so we can make sure to let you in.
Good to know. Good to know. So thank you for joining us today. We hope you learned something new about diffusing oils, and have a wonderful week.
Bye. Great job, my dear.